Parents and Grandparents Sponsorship Program for 2024. Yes, it's back and it is happening right now. So, if you are one of those lucky candidates or applicants who did receive an invite to apply for your parents or grandparents in 2024 and are looking for some guidance, watch this video till the very end. I'll be more than happy to assist you. My name is Hassan Salim and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant of Canada, and I do practice here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. If you haven't already, I have a lot of videos related to the 2023 program of the Parents and Grandparents Sponsorship. You can watch those videos as well, but I will be making a series again for this year too, where we will discuss the document checklist, answer some questions of yours, and also if you would like to schedule a paid consultation, feel free to do that as well. I will leave my contact information during this video in the description of this video, and also it's available on the channel. Welcome back. So before we get right into it, I want to give you a quick background about this Parents and Grandparents Sponsorship Program. Now, for the people who are interested to apply and are asking me or anyone else if they can apply directly in this program, well, you can only apply in this program if you applied for an expression of interest in 2020. So what happened is, in 2020, IRCC asked people to submit their expression of interest if they were interested to apply for their parents' sponsorship. And from then onwards in 2021, 2022, 2023, and now this year as well, they have been inviting people from the same pool who expressed their interest in 2020. So if you haven't submitted your interest in 2020, you cannot apply. So for the people who have been asking me, I've heard PGP is open, can I apply for my parent sponsorship? Yes, you can if you get the invite from IRCC, and that would only be if you submitted your interest in 2020, and that is like a lottery. That is, you have no control over that. IRCC randomly picks people from that pool and sends the invite. So hopefully this would be the last year from the same pool that they are inviting candidates to apply for their parents and sponsorship program. For the 2024 intake, they would be sending out 35,700 invites. That's a lot of invites, but the trick here is they would only be accepting a total of 20,500 complete applications. Now, how they would be selecting that totally depends if your application is complete, or if someone, for example, got an invite but had already some other sibling who have applied for their parents. Obviously, they would not apply. So at the end of the day, out of 35,700 applicants, only 20,500 applications will be accepted. So make sure you're submitting the right documents, you're submitting the complete documents from the checklist, or any document you might think is required or possible. So make sure you submit that in the application. And so they started sending out invites from May 21st of this year. So today being May 27th, they would be sending out these invites in the 2 weeks, so starting May 21st, and they will complete all these invites in these 2 weeks. So if you don't receive the email, unfortunately, you will not be getting any other invite after the 2 weeks have passed. And for the people who are receiving the invites, you are very lucky. Make sure you submit your application diligently and with complete confidence in your application. Again, if you would like some professional guidance, you can reach out to me or any licensed immigration consultant, because if you take services from a consultant who's not licensed, your application can be considered ineligible, and again, you might end up being in one of those applicants which would not end up receiving the AOR, that is acknowledgement of receipt. So let's get started. As I said, 35,700 invites would be sent out. Only 20,500 applications will be accepted. The deadline to submit the application after you receive an invite is August 2nd. That's what I've seen. It might be different, but you can always check it out on your invitation letter that you would receive. I will also show you on the screen how the invitation letter looks like. Just check this out. So right on the top, it says the date, and then it says the subject, Parents and Grandparents Program, and the email address. So this email address is basically the email address that you provided in 2020 when you were submitting your expression of interest. Right under there, it would be your name and address, and then it would say that you have been selected to apply for your Parents and Grandparents Sponsorship Program for this year. and this letter is not transferable. So for example, if you wish to sponsor your spouse's parents this time rather than sponsoring your own parents for some reason, or again, let's say your sibling applied as well, they got the invite already, you have already invited them, now your spouse wants to invite their parents, but unfortunately this is not transferable. So you cannot transfer it to someone else, or you cannot even share it with any friends or family member that I got the invite, you can take it if you want to apply for your parents. So that is not transferable. As you can see, it says August 2nd, 2024 as the deadline, but it might be different for everyone else. But if not, August 2nd. So it kind of is more than 2 months, which is quite a lot of time for you to submit this application after getting all the documents that you need. Other than the immigration forms, which we will go through in detail in other videos, but some of the basic documents that you would need would be the passports. So passports of the people you are inviting. That is your parents, your father, your mother. If you're submitting your application for your grandparents, obviously your grandfather and grandmother. Birth certificate to prove the relationship between you and your parents. So make sure you have the document handy. If not, there are other documents that can prove your relationship. I know family registration certificate is the one. Many people who don't have birth certificates, they try to go for the school leaving certificate or school admission certificate. Ideally, the best document to prove your relationship would be the birth certificate. So get that if you don't have it already. Then you would need the resume for your parents. Although some people might say their parents have, their mother has been a housewife and has not worked the whole life outside house. So you can always still make a resume and write down the education if there is any, and also some language skills, so basic information in the resume. But if it doesn't have any work experience, that is totally fine. You can mention that no work experience. And then obviously you would need the recent photograph for your parents for whom you're submitting this application for. And for yourself, for the people who are the sponsors, they would need their PR card or citizenship certificate in order to apply for this program. The document checklist has every other form and document mentioned that is required when you are submitting the complete application to IRCC on the PR portal. And also make sure you include this document checklist along with the invitation letter that you have received from IRCC that is asking you to submit the application. So that is important as well. As far as the medical and police certificate is concerned, many people try to go for upfront. It clearly says on the document checklist you do not need to provide the medicals or PCC, that is police clearance certificate. As of now, it would be requested later on. So if you provide it now, maybe 12 months later, they need a new one, so that there is no point of submitting the older ones or the documents that they don't require right now. So make sure you send those documents, but those are to be submitted once they ask you for it. So medical and PCC or the police certificate, do not submit it right now. You can always submit it later when they will ask you to submit it. And if your document is not in English or French, make sure you have a certified translation of that document along with the original copy of that document that is not in English or French. So that is really important as well. One of the common questions is, can my application be refused? Yes, it can be. Why? Or some of the reasons that I have here or I've seen are you may not meet the financial requirement. So one of the most important factor for your application is the financial requirement. So as you know, depending on your family size, which is you, your spouse, your kids, and the people including in this application, that is your parent and your father and your mother, if you're applying for your parents. And also if you have submitted the application for someone in the past, let's say your spouse's parents, those would be included as well in your family size. So depending on your family size, you have to show the income of your household. If your spouse is co-signing it as well, you can combine those financial details. And if you meet the criteria for the last 3 years, that is 2021, 2022, 2023, then you would be eligible. But if you don't meet that requirement, I'm sharing it on my screen right now. You can see the requirements when it comes to the last 3 years. If you don't meet that criteria, obviously your application will be rejected. And also, if someone is submitting a fake application, I know there is less possibility of that, but if there is any chance that the genuine relationship is not there, you're just submitting this application to help someone out, or you're getting paid fake or illegally, then obviously the application will not be accepted as well. And or also another reason of refusal of this application can be the documents that they have asked, you have not submitted those, or you don't have those, and you're not provided any explanation for why that document is not in the application that you have submitted. Then that application can also be rejected. So these are some of the reasons that the application can get rejected, and obviously make sure you read the guide properly. You reach out to a professional to guide you if you're not sure how to go about the situation or how to go about this complete process. Again, my information would be on the screen that you can reach out to me anytime you like. And one more common question that many people get: co-signers and non-co-signers of parents and grandparents application. So if you have a co-signer on your application, for example, if you have a spouse that would be co-signing the application, they will be included in all 3 years of the family size, despite the fact if you got married in 2023, since you have to meet the requirement of 2021, 2022, and 2023, you got married in 2023, and your spouse is co-signing the document, your spouse will be included in all 3 years, despite the fact you got married in 2023. So remember that as well. There are more details related to this program. There are more details related to the co-signer thing, and there are many other questions that I would be answering in the part 2 of this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you share it with your close friends and family members who are also looking for the information. And I'll be more than happy to get in touch with you if you need any help. And let me know any questions that you might have in the comment section below. And also you can subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more details. So I'll be back with another video very soon where we will discuss more about this wonderful program that many of you were waiting for. And I'm sure there are a lot of people still waiting to get the invite who have submitted the expression of interest in 2020. So watch out for my next video, and that is only possible if you subscribe to my channel now. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.